So, Enya, I got to get into it right away. You are not the sprite from the Nordic countries who sings the ethereal songs, right? You're not that Enya.
Why would you think that I'm not?
You are?
No, I am not.
I
am not.
Okay.
I wish I would love to have her voice. I would, given the fact that my last name is Flack, I would also be happy to have my cousin Roberta
Oh, she's
Flack.
your cousin.
She is. She's not a close cousin. She's about a third cousin.
Did you ever see her at a family reunion?
I did once many years ago. I think I was about 10.
Did she eat a lot of potato salad?
Why would she like potato salad?
I don't know. It's a family reunion. There's always somebody.
You love potato salad. This boy loves potato salad.
Really?
And he makes it. You know what he makes? He makes a dynamite chicken salad, believe it or not. You really do. And
party at Doug's house later.
Seriously.
Yeah. So I just had to ask, though, it sounded like your name was a combination of, again, Enya the singer and then Roberta Flack the singer.
It does sound
And
like
I thought, wow, what a cool combination, like a soul Nordic singer singing these ethereal, soul-like songs.
I sing a bit.
Oh,
I don't sing as well, in my opinion, I don't sing as well as either of those ladies. But
did you sing when you were in competition? Because let's just bring this up real quickly. You did the pageant circuit, right? Is that correct?
Absolutely. I did both the Miss America and the Miss World. Miss America, Miss USA, and the Miss World preliminaries.
And you were Miss Washington, D.C., right?
Right, Miss Washington, D.C. World.
Who was the mayor when you were Miss Washington, D.C.?
Are you going to tell my
Please, I hope. Yes. Was he? Was he the mayor?
He was.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
Marion Barry.
Yes.
Marion Barry.
Did you meet him?
I'm not going to do my Chris
You know,
Rock.
I did meet him. Actually, I was also a cherry blossom princess, which is a which is a wonderful honor in Washington, D.C. And through that, among other things, you get to meet the mayor and his wife at the time, and actually they were both lovely people.
He was on good behavior. The wife was there.
Yes.
Very cool.
No problems.
Oh, man. I was just like, wait a minute. Marion Barry could have been there. How fantastic.
He was hoping.
The Japanese cherry trees, do you miss Washington, D.C. in the spring at all?
Actually, I really do. I was just back a couple of weeks ago for a college reunion. I went to George Washington University. And although it wasn't the spring, it was still just nice to be back in the area. I'm fascinated with politics, so this is my time right now.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
But in Washington, obviously, you're surrounded by it all the time, and I kind of miss that.
I always wondered why Aaron Burr didn't get his own university. Wouldn't that have been great?
I must be ignorant. I'm like, okay, I know safety, but I don't know who Aaron Burr is.
You don't know who Aaron Burr is?
God forbid.
He got in the famous duel. He killed our first Treasury, the Secretary of the Treasury, Alexander Hamilton.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
okay.
Aaron Burr.
They shot him.
Yeah, he shot him in a duel. Which went pretty far to outlawing duels in the United States when the Secretary of the Treasury is getting killed. It's like,
I think they used it on a peanut butter commercial.
They used it on a milk commercial.
Okay, milk, peanut butter, I knew it was
Ellen Burr. He didn't have any milk, and he couldn't answer the question right.
That's right. And if you go to, this is how obscure is this, if you go to Disneyland, and if you go to the Haunted Mansion, and there's one scene where everybody's ballroom dancing, at the very top, the two pictures are the two duelists, Hamilton and Burr.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Why do you remember that?
I have a mind for the obscure. I just remember
and she went to Disneyland 9 million times,
so that's probably why.
One of which we got dragged on.
Anyways, but I mean, since the pageant days, you've done so much work, a huge body of work. You were on Black Scorpion.
I was for all the sci-fi
fans
out there.
Get that noun right. For all the sci-fi people.
Sci-fi fans out there.
Yes.
No, we love sci-fi fans. I was Black Scorpion was kind of let's say it was Roger Corman's version of Batman and Robin with a female hero.
Was Roger Corman really involved?
Yes, he was the producer.
Oh my goodness!
It was as far as I know, it's the one and only television program that he produced, and it was very much in the vein of his movies. So
the legendary Roger Corman, folks. If you don't know who he is, Google Roger Corman, and you'll see. There really is a corollary that runs through so many great artists through Roger Corman. Of course, first and foremost, he both made films and acted as well as Jack Nicholson.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Did he do Toxic Avenger, or was that somebody else? Corman.
Oh, I thought that was Lou Ferrigno.
I don't think so. No. But I mean, along that vein, that genre. Roger Corman was known for that type of movie. And
For
like
Toxic Avenger movies?
Well, yeah, just kind of like the sci-fi /
Oh,
horror
yeah.
genre in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, yeah.
Absolutely. So that was, did you meet him?
I did several times. He's a really, really nice man, and I have to say that is one of the more fun jobs that I've had since I've been acting. Essentially, my character's name was Veronica, aka Tenderlevin. Tenderlevin was she was a former streetwalker turned fashion designer, but she's still,
Which happens a lot.
Exactly, but she's still kind of dressed like a streetwalker, but
Which also happens a lot.
I guess that's true. But there were no boundaries, and so as an actress,
I like
you
that.
just die for live and die for a character like
Oh,
that.
that's awesome.
It's
And
fantastic.
you did Malcolm and Eddie, too.
I did.
With Malcolm Jamal
Warner.
Warner. Did he wear any of those cool sweaters from The Cosby Show?
I think at the time Malcolm was trying to get about as far away from
The Cosby Show.
Well, the character of Theo as
Right.
he possibly could be.
Right.
He was much cooler than Theo.
And Eddie Griffin was on the show,
He
too,
was.
correct?
Yeah, I think that was sort of his big
Breakout.
breakthrough
Right.
role. Yeah,
Very, very funny man.
hysterical, and
Yeah.
just he's always on.
He's the only man I'd
Always
like
on.
to be heckled by.
You think so?
Well,
I don't know if you would like that.
Be careful for what you wish for, or you
all of a
just
sudden we'll get a
might
phone
get
call
it.
from Eddie Griffin. It's your time, Doug. I'm heckling you now.
I'm going to heckle you for the 45 minutes that you're on the show.
Wow, that could be painful. Also, you did a little show called Battle Dome.
You've been reading up, haven't you?
You know, it's
No,
called the
I
it's called the
love
internet.
Battle Dome. But I also have a friend that was on Battle Dome as well. One of my girlfriends, Karen Kim, was on Battle Dome,
Right.
so I'm very familiar with the show. So
I'm not, though. Please tell me what it's about.
Well, Battle Dome is it was sort of I don't know if we're going to call it a precursor, but it came between the old American gladiators and the new American gladiators, and it featured these warrior type people fighting normal average Joes basically, and I was a warrior girlfriend. My guy's name was Snake, and he was so named because
Because because why?
Because
Dot,
why?
dot,
Dot. Well, okay. No, his real name is Justice Smith, and as a matter of fact, Justice happens to be on the New American Gladiators. So
Oh, you're
Oh.
kidding.
he is I forget his character's name on that, but he is on American Gladiators currently. But anyway, Justice he at the time had pet snakes and wanted to incorporate them into the act on Battle Dome. And the producers called me and said, "Well, how do you feel about working with snakes?" And I said, "Well, what exactly do I have to do with them?" And he said, "Well, we've got this guy, he's got snakes." Da, da, da. They didn't tell me that
Yeah.
I was going to be the one who would have to walk out beside him every week carrying an 11-foot python.
Aren't producers good at that?
Yeah.
Oh, my
You know,
God.
like
Yeah.
poor Karen Allen in Raiders of the Lost. Oh, no, there's not going to be any spiders.
Couple
or
bugs,
stuff. You
a
know.
roach here and there.
Ah.
Oh my! How much
Next
did that
thing you
snake
know.
weigh?
I think
11
I
feet.
think it was about 35 pounds.
Unbelievable.